please check out our shirt on Teespring.
Hey folks, what's happening? A little world, a little curious, not too nosy. I'm going to talk about this true crime mini-series. You can watch it on the Max app. The series is called Love and Death. It only has 7 episodes. The series starts in 1978 of Candy Montgomery and Alan Gore having their affair. And it talked about how the whole thing started and that lead to the death of Betty Gore. Betty Gore was the wife of Alan Gore. Trial that led up to the charges against Candy towards Betty Gore's murder. In 2022, Hulu had their own version of the story. It was similar to miniseries, 5 episodes, but this one was called Candy. Of course, there's a little bit difference in storytelling. You know, some left out more things than others. What I like about the HBO version was they get more back to the story. They get more of the church culture, you know, how they were. Also, I mean, the fair, how the whole thing started are very similar. But the HBO version is mostly through the eyes of Alan Gore and Candy Montgomery, you know, about the fair and the aftermath, what they're going through, and the trial. Sure, see, the thing that was kind of messed up was that one person that couldn't defend herself was Betty. You know, the dead cannot talk, and all these people are just attacking who she was, and they're trying to find some kind of excuse, you know, who she was. Again, you know, she got murdered. She, you know, Candy attacked her with an axe like 43 times, the most. And then when they found her body, they thought she got shot. And the things that her pastor said about her, who barely knew about the person's, and also her mental state during this time. And there's misunderstanding, and in her life, she was trying to become a better wife and a better person. And most of the people are just talking about like the smoke glimpse of her, you know, when they saw her. But that's mostly the real person. Her city excuse was she has a memory block that happened to her when like 4 years old, when she had to go to immersion and she was like freaking out, and her mom goes shh. And the same thing to her. So the other defense that Cindy Laura had was how did the axe left the garage, went to the house, and apparently the only person who knew about the axe was Betty. And my opinion was of her saying, you know, I don't want to see my husband no more. It was kind of like a intimidation thing. I think Betty was not planning on doing harm to her. And something happened during this time, and there was some kind of fight happened. And unfortunately, you know, one person survived it, the other person's dead. So you're going to hear one opinion about who the survivor is going to be. And a lot of times, if you're really into like true crime fan like I am, you'll hear that defense a lot when there's only one survivor. And they always use, you know, my life in danger, I had to do this, defend myself. You hear that time again, but unfortunately, there's only one opinion, one person. And the dead, once again, the dead cannot talk. So the other defense that Cindy Laura had was how did the axe left the garage, went to the house, and apparently the only person who knew about the axe was Betty. And my opinion was of her saying, you know, I don't want to see my husband no more. It was kind of like a intimidation thing. I think Betty was not planning on doing harm to her. And something happened during this time, and there was some kind of fight happened, and unfortunately, you know, one person survived it, the other person's dead. So you're going to hear one opinion about who the survivor is going to be. And a lot of times, if you're really into like true crime fan like I am, you'll hear that defense a lot when there's only one survivor. And they always use, you know, my life in danger, I had to do this, defend myself. You hear that time again, but unfortunately, there's only one opinion, one person, and the dead, once again, the dead cannot talk. My opinion is I like the series. I think it's a lot better than the Hulu. And you're welcome for the comment. Let me know which one you like the most. You've seen both of them, or you just see one of them. Put a comment. I'm just curious. And there's more. What I like about HBO miniseries, I think there's more depth to the stories. I feel like they have big time and effort trying to tell a story. And the Hulu version, it seemed kind of rushed. They left some things out. And of course, the HBO version, they left some things out, but there's more storytelling of, character development and decisions they made, and some are not that good decisions, obvious. So let me know, like and subscribe, maybe better next time. Thanks for watching.